Drake's known for some bangers in his time, but today I'm going to cover that Drake's new album, Certified Lover Boy, will be a total flop. Welcome back to Drip Life Media, let's get into the video. Certified Lover Boy. The album is the upcoming 6th studio album the Canadian rapper has ever sang. Though the date of release was postponed indefinitely, it will be released throughout the worldwide OVO Sound and the Republican Record. It is the follow-up to his 5th studio album, Scorpio, released on June 29, 2018. The rapper took to his Insta stories on Wednesday, Jan 20th, to share that Certified Lover Boy will not be arriving in January as previously announced. He said that he was planning to release the album in January, but failed because between surgery and rehab, his energy has been dedicated to recovery, and since he is now feeling better, he's fully dedicated to the release of the album. Therefore, fans will have to wait a little bit longer. Drake's upcoming album. Why would it be a total flop? Drake's album has been delayed a couple of times, but whenever it finally arrives, it will help set the tone for the next decades of his career. Because by most metrics, he ruled the 2010 on a commercial level, putting up record-breaking sales and streaming numbers. He also won many metrics, but still praises versatility. Although there has been some chatter lately from media personalities like Charlemagne, who argued that Drake's era is over, and there has also been about whether his falling off after somewhat lackluster artificial receptions to Progress like Scorpio and much more. Many of Drake's fans have argued that Drake's era isn't over until his successor is taken over, and that even if we believe that Drake isn't at the height of his powers right now, that doesn't mean that his era is over yet, and there is no clear heir to Drake's throne yet, so for the time being, all they talk about is Drake falling off and his era ending is overblown. Others think that his time isn't up yet, but that he seems to be slowing down. Mo-Fi fans are positive, and they say that Drake has one of the most impressive and most popular catalogs in music history. 2020 was a year when everything shut down, people worked from home, couldn't move around, and just slowed down, and therefore Drake is no different. Gladly, the numbers he put up while doing so are still incredible. Drake has already proven everything he needed to prove as an artist, but heading into CIB, I'm sure he wants to release an album that goes down as indisputable classic. Well, flopping mainly with albums is not a disappointment, and whereby stars release albums that fail to live up to expectations. Flops differ from artist to artist, and there is no way to define a flop. For example, some people will consider Taylor Swift's Reputation a flop, despite having sold 1.22 million copies in just the first week, because it did slightly worse than most other Taylor Swift albums. On the other hand, Lord's most recent album, Melodrama, sold about 100,000 copies in its first week and was considered a flop. Less than a year ago, fans of Drake were fawning over his admission that he had been collecting Birkin bags to give to the woman he settles down with. It was another one of those very Drake things that Drake does from time to time. Other examples include making songs like Nice for What, which encourage women to live their best lives without any consideration for a man's feelings, and then putting a bunch of cool-ass women like Yara Shahidi and Issa Rae in the video for it, wearing really nice sweaters, and constantly providing the best Instagram captions for his fans. One time he even called out a male concert goer for groping women during his show. He has happily accepted his reputation as hip-hop's good guy. He's not afraid to admit the complex range of feelings he has for the women in his life. And once upon a time, he was an unassuming, racially ambiguous director on Degrassi.
A lot of meaning that you all need to hear about. There are many speculations regarding this line and overall meaning, so I'm gonna run through all of them. Southside may be a reference to Memphis, Tennessee. So what's important about Memphis? What does it?
Death of a genre. There has been a 10 amongst the aforementioned albums that flopped. As hip-hop quickly takes over the radio, streaming services, and charts, pop is getting pushed to the sidelines. If you want to have a pop smash hit, chances are you have to be an established, well-known name that's been around for years, but I believe Drake is good for this, because of the songs he caught up trending. So to conclude to his fans, his upcoming album needs to deliver artistically and shine. The people accusing Drake of appropriation must not know about the 6. The streak ended and began another run. He sits atop the Hot 100 with Nice for What. Scary hours indeed. After becoming one of only 13 acts to ever knock themselves from the #1 spot with a new #1 song, Drake appears to have a few chinks in his armor. Some of the albums received lukewarm critical reviews. He suffered the most punishing blow to his previously unassailable career. It's easy to say Drake is simply too massive to ever truly disappear or fall from grace, and that maybe it's true. But every run has come to an end in some way, shape, or fashion. Ominously, Drake may have sealed his own fate and predicted his own demise back in the summer of 2016 when he said on 4 p.m. in Calabasas, "I got a lot to lose because in every situation, I'm the bigger artist, always gotta play it smarter." He was right. He's the bigger artist. And now we're going to find out just how much you had to lose, or if you played it smart by blowing out just in time. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.